Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Well, news time, news desk. We got all the stuff. We do a varied channel, don't we? Probably thinking, not this lunatic again. But all eyes might be on Temple Mount after the UAE Israel deal. Parts of the avowed rationale for the Accords was to create enhanced access for all Muslims to worship the Aqsa Mosque. Okay, now this is interesting stuff because this is going on quite what we don't have quite worked out. I was talking about this the other night, and where about does this fit? I mean, the Western Wall is said to be a Roman guesstimate Roman fortress. You know, is it part of the initial temple, as we can see here? Is this the temple going to get built right here alongside the mosque? Who knows? But it's an interesting point that as part of the peace plan, there's entrances to things that weren't being available before. When he dedicated the temple, he built the Mount Moriah. King Solomon prayed that God's house would be the center of prayer for all peoples of the world. I didn't know that. Was that Solomon in his early years or his latter years? Now, in the wake of the recent Abraham Accords, the normalization agreement entered into by Israel and Arab Emirates and Bahrain, the possibility exists that Solomon's aspiration could be recreated. I'm going to need to look back in Scripture, or I challenge you all to look back in Scripture on that one. What did Solomon actually say? I'm going to have to read the whole works of Solomon to find that out, because there's no reference to it, is there? No. Which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. There's a peace plan that's in the Bible. We're sort of looking again. We've had so much come now to end times. Why hasn't it happened? You know, why hasn't it happened? And we'll look into that in the next video, I think. But here's some diagrams, if you want to chew over them, of the temple as it was and where the Dome of the Rock is, and so on and so forth. To help you out, just rewind them and screen capture them for your edification, because I'd like to work out what exactly is what on the mount. And Rosh Hashanah's, by all accounts, been and gone, unless there's some other one, a third one. It's been moved. We missed it. I don't know what's going on there. I'm in question with the Lord today as to why I got that so clear in my mind. I really don't know. What was that at the beginning? An usherance in? I don't know. I haven't had clarification. I did ask last night and hopefully would have got it this morning, and I didn't. So I don't know what's going on. But in Revelation 12:7, and there shall be wars in heaven. Michael and the angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. You know, that's in Revelation 9:17, which tells us that this is it's what's happening. The wars are in the heavenlies. This is maybe not news, but this week was reported in Israel. Let me blow that up. That's better. I can read it now. This week it was reported in Israel that the late Rabbi Yitzhak Kadura wrote in the hidden book that was recently found in the Yeshiva school of Nealet, named after the rabbi. War in the heavens on Rosh Hashanah, and Messiah is at the door. So that would say then, and we're going to look into this. I'm still searching, guys. I'm desperately says that Rosh Hashanah, even though I asked the Lord for the date, the rapture day, Rosh Hashanah is more than one day, isn't it? He gave me Rosh Hashanah. So my now thoughts are very clearly, not audibly, but very clearly. And only once before has this happened to me, that something hasn't gone exactly as has been predicted by the Lord in that manner. Okay, so he's saying that the war has started then on Rosh Hashanah. Last day yesterday. War has now started in the heavenlies. Is that what the Lord is saying about Revelation 12, 9 and 17? I will come back to this and do some prayer and study on that one for the edification and lampstand of all those who are looking to be raptured out of here now. And looking at Magog and Gog, China holds simultaneous military drills in 4 seas. Okay, now there's more news in today. This is actually yesterday's news to me, which I got down 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, today's news. There's more Chinese news coming out now. China has begun 5 military exercises simultaneously along different parts of the coast, a second time in 2 months, and will have such concurrent drills against backdrop of raising regional tension everywhere. News agency reported on Monday said 2 of the exercises are being held near the Paracel Islands in the disputed South China Sea, one of the East China Seas, and one further north in the Bohai Sea, the Maritime Safety Administration said in notices on its website. It's tense. It's tense. Everything's set. Why haven't we been raptured? Don't know. Everything's been set. Can't think of any more. A threat to evacuate US diplomats from Iraq raises fear of war. Baghdad, Washington has made preparations to withdraw diplomats from Iraq after warning Baghdad it could shut its embassies to Iraqi officials, and 2 Western diplomats said a step Iraqis fear could turn the country into a battle zone. We can see Turkey's expanded military reach. I don't know if you can see that. That was most of this is off breaking news on Discord, by the way. Let me not forget to send you somewhere. But this is, you can screen capture this from Bloomberg. Places where countries' armed forces have a presence. Okay, so they're everywhere. Turkey is everywhere. Is this Magog? Gog from Magog? I don't know. Data security incident shuts down Montgomery County's computer network. It's getting everywhere. It's getting everywhere. Clarksville, Montgomery County's government networks have taken it down over the weekend during a data security incident. Everybody's hacking everybody. Wars are starting everywhere. Volcanoes are going off. Earthquakes, several a day. Wars and rumours of wars. Rattling of swords. It's here. Mass evacuations of wildfire erupts in California, Wine County. Look at this, dear me. Destruction. Parts of California's wine country have been incinerated by new wildfire that continues to burn out of control on Monday. Powerful winds gusting up to 50 miles an hour fanned the flames of the so-called glass fibre overnight, more than quadrupling the number of acres burned. It's just, come on. This is the end times. I've got to stop the news just now and say, this is time to confess that Jesus is Lord. He is the only one. This is prophecy being fulfilled. Every moment, prophecy is being fulfilled. Rapture, I thought, would have happened by now. It hasn't. We'll keep looking. But what is rapture? Because what's coming is only, what you're seeing is only a fraction of what's to come. If you don't believe me, read the last book in the Bible, Revelation, from 6 on. Good place to start. That's coming. Within 7 years period, that's going to all happen. This is nothing yet. Don't be in it. You don't have to be. You can become born again of Christ, of the Spirit. If you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved from this. And fighting between Armenia and Azerbaijan threatens to spiral into full-blown war. War, 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 war. Turkey's presence, Russia moving about, US still in many places. A simmering conflict on Russia's volatile southern border is threatening to escalate into an all-out war with the potential of drawing in NATO ally Turkey, a NATO ally Turkey. Now we know that Turkey is not exactly honouring NATO at the moment either, which is another consideration. Look, brothers and sisters, you need salvation. You need to call upon the Lord now. You might have been ignoring him for years and living your life, but life's going to come to an abrupt end, where even the leaders and the wealthy will hide in caves, wishing for the fear of God that they would fall in and kill them. That's how bad it's going to be. Caves being the bunker, their underground shelters. It's going to get bad. The only place I can send you is Discord. It's a server we've got. It all belongs to Jesus. This channel belongs to Jesus. It doesn't belong to me. This is a mission to get a message out. The breaking news is here. I've just been on the breaking news. You can add to the breaking news to be broadcast. You can add your dreams, please, in the dreams and vision room. There you go. Dreams and vision room. Add me your dreams. Let me know that you want me to share them. Or send me them on petesplace101@gmail.com. They're all relevant. The signs, the dreams, all prophecy. There's going to be plenty. And it's happening. But we have the fellowship room where people go. There's 2,000... How many is there? 2,374 people now and growing. There'll be 3,000 before we know it. People who can hold together. In the link in the description, there's an emailing list. In a link in the description, there's a Patreon account where I'll post. Probably this stuff will have to go before long because I'm already getting my wrist slapped from YouTube for doing this kind of news, the war stuff. But keep in touch. Get your name on the mailing list, please. Then we can get in touch, especially those on Discord. Join the mailing list. We can get you all back again if it gets hacked or blown. It's getting tense. That's all I can say. But I'm going to leave you with that, brothers and sisters, and say, may God bless you, keep you, make his face to shine upon you, and be gracious to you in this time until he comes to get the bride. God bless.